Bolognese is typically a meat sauce, but we thought, you know what? We don't really follow the rules, so we're going to use tofu. So if you don't like this, I would probably just... Hey, I'm John.
And I'm Katie, and welcome to Pizza with Plants. What are we making tonight?
Tonight, we are making tofu
Bolognese.
We are, yes, what Katie said. So we
You're
are
so surprised?
No. But we are, as we've shared in some other videos, we use tofu in a lot of our recipes, and we love Italian food. But a bolognese is typically a meat sauce, but we thought, you know what? We don't really follow the rules, so we're going to use tofu. So if you don't like this, I would probably just hit the back button.
You might be surprised. Surprised.
We have tested this recipe like here.
A few different ways.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Super flavorful, lots of depth. You're going to absolutely love it. So, yeah.
Let's make some bolognese.
Yeah, let's make some bolognese.
Bolognese.
Yeah, the G's in Italian are tough, as we've learned.
Yes.
So, okay, here we go.
So let's get started on our tofu bolognese. First thing we're going to want to do is get our tofu all crumbled up. So I'm going to pull it out of our tofu press. This tofu press is a lifesaver, by the way. If you don't have one, you've got to get one. I'll put the link down below. And then you're just going to chop it up into manageable sizes and then just mash it with your hands. I like to wear gloves when I'm doing it. If you don't have gloves and you don't like the feel of this, just grab a fork. And it was Katie's idea for the close-up. I'm realizing that was probably a little bit too close to watch tofu being all crumbled up, but just get that all taken care of and set aside the bowl. So next you're going to want to get a pan heated up over medium-high heat. Add some olive oil to it, and once the pan's up to temp, just throw in your tofu, followed by your chopped walnuts. Give that a good stir and let that cook for probably about, I would say 4 to 5 minutes. And then after that's done, you're going to want to add in your balsamic vinegar and soy sauce. As you can tell, somebody didn't start the camera on time, so we weren't able to show that. But yeah, just get that all stirred up, let everything cook for about 10 to 12 minutes total, and then take it off the heat and put it into a bowl. Now that the tofu is done, we're going to go ahead and get our sofrito going for our bolognese. So we're going to start off by getting a pan heated up. We're going to add a big glug of olive oil and then throw in your onions and garlic and give those a good stir. We're just going to sweat those out a little bit. And I got to tell you, I don't think that there is anything on this world that smells better than onion and garlic cooking in olive oil. It's been about 5 minutes, so next we're going to add in our carrots and our celery. And as you can see on all of this, I did a fine dice on all of our vegetables. I'm assuming you're not tuning in to watch me chop vegetables, which is kind of boring, so that's why we didn't show it. But that's what you're going to want to do when you make this. Add a nice pinch of salt, stir it all up. Cover it to sweat out for a little bit, probably about 5 to 7 minutes. And then after that's done, take your lid off, give it a good stir, and then just let it continue to cook. Next, we're going to add in our tomato paste and our herbs. For our spices, I'm adding a little bit of salt, some crushed red chili pepper, some dried oregano, dried basil. And don't tell Katie, but I also added just a little bit of MSG. It's not as bad as what everybody says, and I think it adds a really nice umami punch to the sauce, but totally optional. Don't have to use it. And remember, don't tell Katie. Next, we're going to add in our red wine and get that stirred up. You're going to want to let that cook off for probably about 3 or 4 minutes. And once that's done, then we're going to add in our whole peeled San Marzano tomatoes. Once those are in, I also like filling up the jar, or the can, I should say, with some water just to get the rest of the sauce. Dump that in, stir that up, and we're going to let that cook for about 5 minutes so the tomatoes can start to get soft. So the tomatoes have been cooking for about 5 minutes, so we're going to go in with our wooden spoon and just break those up and chop them up. Don't worry about getting them too small. I kind of like the big chunks of tomatoes. And once that's all incorporated, we're going to add tofu and walnut mixture back into the sauce. We're going to bring that up to a boil, continuing to stir along the way. And then once it gets to a boil, we're going to put a lid on it, drop the temp to low, and let this cook for about 35 to 40 minutes. So it's been about 40 minutes and our sauce is just about ready. It looks so good, and the chunks of tomatoes, you would never know this didn't have meat in it. Give that a stir, and then I like to finish it off. I gave it a quick taste. It needed a little bit more salt, but I like to finish it off with a little bit more olive oil, and you are ready to have this with any pasta your heart desires.
I might want to. Oh, you wrapped it up.
What?
I was going to do a little more cheese.
I think it's fine.
Oh, looks really good.
It does. It looks really yummy. We have tofu bolognese.
And our homemade strozzopreti pasta.
Pasta, yes.
And it looks really good and meaty.
Yeah.
With a little vegan parm that's
And
melty.
And some basil, fresh basil. What do you think?
Very yummy. Very meaty. And tomatoey. I'm trying to just get a bite of the sauce.
The sauce is really, so we've made, many moons ago, we made a bolognese with meat. And it's typically with ground beef and pork and all that kind of stuff.
Are you talking about real meat we did?
Yes, I have made a bolognese for us a long time ago.
Okay. That would be a really long time ago.
Pre-plant-based. And this absolutely looks like the real thing. That crumble that we made with the tofu and the walnuts, spot on. The holy trinity of the sofrito that they call it. Sorry, there's a little bug flying around.
Little fruit fly. Trying to get my
punched.
pasta. Sorry.
Between the celery and the onion and the garlic and the carrots, it's just, this really turned out well.
This is good.
Very, very happy. So you, again, further proof you can do anything with tofu.
And walnuts.
And
Just to give it a little more additional texture.
Yeah, texture. And it's
really
brain
good.
fruit.
Yeah,
So
yes, walnuts. They look like little brains.
Yeah,
They're good for your brains.
Smarter already. So, yeah, okay, maybe not me, but Katie.
Pushing it.
So, anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, hit like and subscribe. Tell us what you think. Tell everybody you know.
Be kind.
Eat pizza.
With plants. And bolognese sauce.
And fresh pasta.
Yeah, that too.
See ya.